Close those doors, put out the lights. You know they won't be home tonight. It is time for the glorified version of a bass fishing talk show, Stray Cast, outdoor cartoon television. I'm your host, Pat Renwick. Right now, live studio audience abounding. We get excited. we get excited on show night. I'm sorry. I can't control myself.
There's some billboarding going on.
There's some crazy billboarding happening behind the scenes.
Is that
right
JC Deco back there?
Hey, but as usual, we have a fantastic show worked up for you, to us anyway. We have fun with this every week, and tonight we have, for the first time ever on Skype. Now, we had Scott on before on the phone, a quick phone interview. But now, for the first time ever, and I've been working on this one for a while, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Scott Martin tonight. Yes, that is correct. Look at them. Look at the Scott Martin fans. Wow.
They got their big heads.
They do. Look at them all. Hey, lady, none of that here. Wow. She thought she was at a Motley Crue concert.
Yeah, that one's autographed. You see that one?
I do see that. That's amazing right there. Speaking of autographs, this guy only charges $2.67 per letter for his autograph. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Popcorn Whitaker Cornelius Bartholomew Giuseppe the First.
It's actually 78 cents, but who's
78.
counting?
Wow.
Yeah, who's counting?
You must be having a Labor Day special.
Yeah, I've made exactly $0 on that deal.
You can contact Ryan via the Stray Cast Instagram page. That is right there. Hey, and off camera.
Yeah, I do mail. You have to pay shipping, though.
Off camera, give an old collegiate welcome for the one and only College Danny Mohan. Danny the intern. He's off camera. He's doing some Facebook or Instagram live and stuff.
You got a different applause. That was a different applause.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
I think that
like that
crowd is a little more subdued.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the college crowd.
I think that's the one from Friends.
That's where they're around the waterfall.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the thing at the beginning.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Speaking of waterfalls, this guy is constantly chasing them. You know him right here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's JP High. He's the hip-hop fisherman. JP High. He's dynamite. And he throws the Ned rig. Too much, maybe. Some say too much. There are self-help groups for Ned rig throwers.
Nobody says that.
Yeah, no. They do.
It's catching on, you guys.
Well, when you have it as bad as he does, you seem to need help.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. JP,
Yeah.
are you feeling better than last week? Last week you seemed like something was wrong.
There is things going wrong,
But now things are going right?
they're going great.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, things are going great for JP High, the hip-hop fisherman. We must all be excited about that. That's the president. That's the president applause.
I like that.
Like when the president says stuff. And they just always clap for no reason.
Yeah, there's no screaming. I like that you're still wearing your Bears hat, too, JP.
Yes.
Of course.
Horrible game. Unbelievable. Great
Yeah,
first
but
play.
For next week.
We got next week. Hey, you know who the biggest round of applause ever is for in this whole bass universe? It's our producer. It's the guy that David Dudley crank calls all the time. It's Andrew Ellenberger, the Ginger Ninja. Ka-chow. Ka-chow. That's tonight's show applause.
He gave himself the applause with the wild women in the back.
He
See
did.
that?
He did.
That's right.
You see how he did that? Yeah. It's a show for all ages. Absolutely. Hey, but speaking of a show for all ages, here's something you all have the opportunity for. And you know that Straycast on Wednesday nights is a great place to get free stuff. Hashtag free stuff. And tonight, the good people over at TH Marine, Luke Duncan and Shana Ramsey, have kindly donated a $50 redemption code to you, Straycast viewers. All you have to do, for real.
Yes.
For real. It's that freaking easy. All you have to do is like and share the live Facebook feed. Like it, share it onto your own page, take it off of privates because we can't see you in the randomizer if you have it on private.
No private.
Make the post public. JP High, Danny, somebody in here at the end of the show, they are going to put into a randomizer your names, and we will pick a lucky winner for the $50 redemption code. Go shopping courtesy of TH Marine at thmarinesupplies.com. Boom. It's that easy.
So easy.
It's so easy. Just like this world of bass
It's a
fishing.
Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like this world of bass fishing. It's so easy.
Yeah, that's not true.
They're just green little fish. They're just green little fish. Hey, I got an amazing idea. You know that those power pole C2 pumps,
Yeah.
it's quiet as a lamb's breath.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't even going to hear them. Put those power poles down. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back. The one and only Scott Martin when we return. Step up your game. It has been said that professionals are only as good as the tools they work with, and Alpha Angler has developed the ultimate set of tools for you, the competitive angler. Alpha Angler custom rods, brought to fruition by the passion of master craftsman Jake Boomer and 2017 BASS Angler of the Year Brandon Palaniuk. Alpha Angler rods are custom made in the USA. Designed and engineered to be perfect, Alpha Angler utilizes a very unconventional approach to making the very best bass rods, from drop shotting to flipping. Alpha Angler's focus is on building perfectly balanced tournament-grade bass rods at an affordable price. Join the Alphalution today and purchase direct at alphaangler.com. Step up your game. alphaangler.com.
Hey guys, Micah Frazier here. I've got a bait from War Eagle Baits called the Buzz Toad. Big thing lately has been putting a toad style bait on a buzz bait, and preferably it's my favorite way to fish one. This bait here's got a quick planing head, a great hook, and it squeals right out of the package. The body of this bait is big and bulky, so it allows you to skip it. It planes quicker than a skirted bait would. In my opinion, it's just the way to fish a buzz bait. So y'all check this thing out. It's pretty awesome.
The TH Marine HydroWave H2 KVD edition is a surefire way to ignite a feeding frenzy. The HydroWave utilizes a sound-emitting technology that imitates bait fish and other feeding fish below the surface that preys on the competitive nature of bass and other game fish to get you more bites. The HydroWave is another way that TH Marine has you covered from transom to trolling motor.
Throw farther, get some Kevin Van Dam's line and lure. You can launch it a mile. Still going. Well, better stick to fishing.
The swim jig technique is one of the most successful ways to put fish in the boat. Time in and time out, Brovani Baits swim jigs are just the right tool for the job. Beaming with quality, the Brovani swim jigs come in a myriad of colors, feature the best premium hooks and solid trailer keepers to give you, the serious bass angler, the confidence you need to accomplish your goal of putting more fish in the boat. So go to BrovaniBaits.com and start climbing the ladder to swim jig success.
Throughout the centuries, they come to us. Through the lakes, through the woods, through the forests, through the seas, through the rivers, they emerge. The golden children. We bring to you tonight, perhaps the most famous golden child in bass fishing of them all. The one, the only. Give it up for Clewiston's very own Scott Martin. Yes. Yes. That's what I'm talking about, Scott Martin.
What's up?
What's going on, dude?
Well, I just got through eating chicken fingers.
Nice.
And yeah, they were good too. and I did work at my house here on my patio. Let me show you. Let me show you what I did all day today.
Nice.
You'll be proud of me. I'm domesticated today.
There you
So,
go.
all these lawn chairs and stuff for our patio because for like the last 6 months I've been fishing. My wife was like, "You need to come in here and I got to clean stuff." So today, I literally burned up a pressure cleaner today. Clean. Yeah.
You had a honeydew list, in other words.
Exactly.
Well, dude, we are stoked to finally have pinned you down. I know that you are one of the busiest men in bass fishing, and you know I have stalked you like a panther in the woods in order to get you on the show. You know that, right? Oh, we got. Uh-oh.
Well,
We are reconnecting to Clewiston. There we are.
there we go.
We are reconnected now.
We are reconnected
Yes.
officially. Give me an internet high five just to make sure. Internet high five, Scott Martin.
Oh yeah.
Woo! Internet, give me an. Don't leave me hanging. Internet high
That
five.
was a thumbs up. It's better.
Okay.
Okay.
There it is. Woo!
Yeah.
That's how we do it at Ashley Schaefer. Just so you know. Boom. Right there. So Scott,
All right.
we have finally made this happen. You are on the Stray Cast show, and as I had told you, this interview, this episode of Stray Cast is to celebrate you, Scott Martin. Are you okay with that?
Did you bring a cake?
I did, yes. And I got you a temporary Stray Cast tattoo. It's a temporary tattoo for Stray Cast. You could wear it on your next deal. That's
All right.
Yeah, that's like our, what do you call those? Those parting gifts that you get.
Like-
Parting gifts. So I thought in order to enjoy the full Scott Martin experience that we'll just take you way back. We're going to start going way back, okay? And first off, I need you to tell me, Scott, I need you to think about your happy place, okay? Like everybody's got a happy place, a place where they feel warm and fuzzy. What's Scott Martin's happy place?
My happy place is on Lake Okeechobee.
Lake Okeechobee.
It really, it's such a beautiful lake. I've grown up. That's where I obviously cut my teeth, and in all the craziness of being busy and on the road and everything else going on, I can go out there on that lake and it's like therapy, man. That's my happy place.
Well, I'm glad you said therapy because this is basically a therapy session tonight. Okay,
I'm feeling better.
Good. It's working. It's working. So have you ever been hypnotized, Scott?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to hypnotize you again. Have you ever been hypnotized on a bass fishing talk show? I should rephrase that.
Hang on 1 second. Hang on. You can come in. Hang on. My daughter's coming in.
Oh,
She
sure.
was like, "What are you doing?" She thought she heard hypnotize, and she walked out.
Uh-oh. Well, yeah, bring her. Well, she can be the verifier to make sure that you are really under. Okay?
Okay.
So you tell me when you're ready. Are you comfortable?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Stray Casts. How you doing, Hillary? Good to see you.
Very good. Good to see you too.
We're big fans of yours too, you know.
Really? Well,
Yeah,
thank you.
we actually think you're a better fisherman than your dad. Yeah, and especially James. You're way better than James.
Oh, wow. Thanks.
So we're gonna hypnotize your dad right now. You want to stick around for this? Okay.
Yeah.
Are you ready? Now you have to make sure he's hypnotized. That's your job. All right. Here we go, Scott. Scott, follow the light. Can you see the light, Scott?
Yes. Oh, yes, I do.
Follow the light, Scott. Follow it. Go to your happy place. Go to that special place in Lake Okeechobee. Are you there, Scott?
I think I'm here.
You're there. When you awake, you will hear the sound of Mike Iaconelli screaming, and you will be back to your home. Whoa.
Oh my God!
All right, Scott, did you snap out of it? Oh, no.
Yeah. Y'all are crazy.
it's not. Was he hypnotized, Hillary?
Yeah.
I
Got him pretty good.
I actually felt a little funny, but then I just realized that it was my stomach cramp from eating all those chicken fingers.
I'm sure it was, yeah.
Yeah,
Sure it was.
yeah.
And I promise there was nothing in the drink that we gave you, so everything is fine.
That's right.
Everything is fine.
Did you catch any while you're at the happy place?
he's always catching them. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Now that we have brought you back, what I want you to do, Scott, is I want you to be as vivid and descriptive as you possibly can. All right? Now, the first place that I am going to bring you to is to the young Scott Martin. All right? Now, I would like to know the first time that you realized the environment that you were in, that basically you were growing up in a bass fishing family. How old do you think you were when you kind of first realized that you were in this environment, in this deal?
You know, I mean, going to classics back in the day when I was a kid with my dad and my mom was pretty amazing. I remember going back all the classics back in the day. Matter of fact, they're pretty cool. They'll get a kick out of it. So back in the day, hat pins used to be a big deal. Remember hat pins? Hat pins aren't a big deal anymore, but they used to
Hey,
be.
Scott, hold on one second. I got to stop you.
Yeah.
If you could keep that, I know we had to do it on your phone, but if you could keep it just a little stiller, more stillerness, I think it'll keep you from breaking up on this.
It might be your finger going over the mic.
It might have been. How about now?
That is vivid and clear. Perfect.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
perfect.
It was my finger. So back in the day, when I was a kid, I used to go to the Bassmasters Classic, and I'd walk around the shows and collect hat pins. You remember hat pins?
Yeah,
Like
of
everybody had
course.
hat pins back in the day. Look at this old hat right here with all these hat pins.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God, that's amazing.
Hat. Look at these old hat pins on there, dude. Like Stren hat, Delco Voyager,
Red Man.
They're reliable
Fish-
and durable.
That's
like all old
stellar.
hat pins. Yeah. I
And
think it's so-
you wore that? Was that like is that your deal? You wore that deal around?
yeah, but then I fell in a swimming pool with it and I almost drowned.
I can see that. How old were you then? How old was this time period when you first knew you were involved in a professional bass fishing family?
Probably about 7.
About 7
know,
years old.
It kind of hit me when I started paying attention to a few things and started fishing a little bit more, for sure.
And then let's take it to now. When did you decide you wanted to make a career of bass fishing? How old were you then?
Here.
We're getting the tour.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
1995, third place. One of the first tournaments I fished. I actually fished another one before this and finished third as well. I was young, 15, 16 years old, and finished third. And I thought, I had long hair like you. When I was 14, I had long hair, and I rode skateboards, and I had holes in my jeans. And I would go fish these tournaments, and everybody looked at me like I was crazy.
I get that look
I did
too.
pretty well. And it was good. It was really, really good. Got a lot of fun. Third place, and then I fished this one here. And when I came in third there, I was like, I can do this. This looks to be really, really good. I can do this.
That's 95.
95. And actually, one more story about this, because this is actually probably the defining moment.
Gotcha.
When my dad was fishing a tournament here on Okeechobee Bassmasters tournament, I practiced with him for the 2 or 3 days that practice was allowed, and I caught a lot of fish behind him in practice that keyed him in on the area. I think he felt like that was a really big deal. I felt like it was too.
Nice.
And he ended up winning the tournament, and he gave me credit on stage. For helping him win the tournament, because I was catching a lot of those fish in practice. And that was when I thought to myself, because I was kind of like giving him advice, and I felt like I was part of it. I thought, if he won the tournament and I was found a lot of those fish in practice, the back of the boat, at least I felt that way. It made me confident. So that was kind of a cool moment.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I mean, imagine
Awesome.
that. Here, your dad being at the stature or the upper echelon of bass fishing, and he thanks you helps you, for giving him credit for the win. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing, dude. Absolutely amazing. So around that time, you started competing. You knew around 95 that was what you wanted to do. And then when did you first get into the FLW tour? When was that? What year was that?
So in 1999, I fished as a co-angler at Lake Okeechobee, and I wasn't planning on fishing that tournament as a co-angler, but they had the event at our marina, and they said, hey, because you guys are the host of the tournament, Scott, I was working the marina, if you would like to fish the tournament as a co-angler, my dad was in the tournament as well as a pro, we'll put you in as an honorary guest because you're the host of the tournament. And so I did, and on the final day, they paired me up with, I was in second place, and they paired me up with second place pro. Guess who it was?
No idea.
My dad.
Really?
Yeah. So me and Dad go out on the last day of the FLW tour event, and I end up coming in second. And Rob Newell, Rob Newell,
Of course.
right? He's the outdoor rider.
Yeah.
Rob Newell kicked my butt, dude. He beat me by 6 ounces. Rob Newell owned me in '99.
He never lets you live that down, does he?
Yeah. And so right after that, FLW said, look, that was a great finish. If you want to fish the rest of the events throughout the year, obviously, you can sign up for them. We'll hold you a spot if you want to do it. And if you win Angler of the Year, you can win a boat. And I thought, well, heck, let me try that. So let me go to the next one, see how I do. Long story short, last tournament of the year, I win Angler of the Year in Detroit as a co-angler, win a brand new bass boat. And that's when I thought to myself, you know what, I can do this. I qualified for the tour, and, I said, I'm going to give it a shot. And so I fished in 2000, my very first professional tournament here on Lake Okeechobee, and I did okay. I didn't do great. I did okay. And then my second event that I go to in 2000, my second event ever, my first time ever traveling as a professional to another tournament, to another state, I go to Pascagoula River, and I win the event.
Yes.
I win the event. And I drove through the Gulf of Mexico to get to my fishing spot, which was really crazy. I mean, like, I drove through the ocean. It was crazy. Shrimp boats and everything.
And you won and he won the derb.
Yeah.
And the rest is history. I mean, the seeds were planted. I mean, obviously planted early. The affirmation from your father as well as the affirmation of the wins made it a no-brainer. Now, my next question to you is, how long did it take you to see financial success as a professional angler?
I think one of the biggest things that I learned growing up in the industry, and being around my dad and being around the television industry, and just kind of seeing him, talk business and do things, was that I wanted to approach this with a really good marketing background. And so I actually didn't finish college. I was in the middle of college when all this happened. But I was getting business degrees, and I was taking retail classes and marketing classes. And I decided, well, I'm going to do this, and I want to give the sponsors more than just a sticker on my shirt. I want to give the sponsors more than just a logo on a boat. Back then, we didn't even have jerseys like we have now. We didn't have wrap boats. And so I went out and bought this big 31-foot long hose.
Hey, Scott.
NASCAR
Scott, hold on one second.
Yeah.
Do you happen to have earphone buds in the house anywhere that you could plug into your phone? That might stop, because every time you move, it breaks up. Your voice cracks up.
All right, how about now?
Well, that's great again.
It's better.
I move when I talk too. It's impossible. I know. I am feeling it right now. But
Here, I'll just talk like this. So, 1999,
it's pretty good.
Not sure where to put my hands. Yeah.
All right, so sorry about that.
No, it's fine.
Hopefully you can hear me.
Yes.
But in 2000, I decided that I wanted to do it a little different, and I bought a enclosed trailer, a big NASCAR trailer. It was a giant car trailer, and I put bunks inside of it, and I put a bass boat inside.
Yeah, I remember that.
I decided that I wanted, I was going to sell advertising because it's a 31-foot long enclosed trailer. I'm going to sell advertising down the side of this whole giant trailer, and nobody had done that. Nobody had an enclosed trailer. Everybody just pulled their boats behind their trucks, and that allowed me to go to some of my very first sponsors, Kevin Root, Minnesota, and actually sell them advertising packages that I provided with them on that trailer. And so that was, and I didn't make a lot of money, but it enabled me to at least cover my expenses. And so then, tournament winning, a little bit of, a little bit of a bonus.
Yeah, that's amazing, and I mean, and think about how it paved the way. The wrapped boats, the wrapped trucks, and all that. I mean, ingenious to have a 31-foot enclosed trailer.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool, man. Hey,
it was good.
Let's move on to another phase of the life of Scott Martin, and that is the Scott Martin Challenge, which we have all enjoyed for years and years. And my question to you is, that's where the TV star part first comes in, the first Scott Martin TV star deal, and that's the Scott Martin Challenge, man. What made you think to do this thing? It's a different concept at the time, that's for sure.
Yeah, sure. We were definitely the very first one. I was definitely the very first ones to have any type of competition, reality style fishing show back in the day, and then since it popped up, but been very blessed to be on the air for 16 years now, which is awesome. And
you said 16 years, Scott?
16 years. Yeah.
Wow.
16 years. So I'm just really truly blessed to be able to pull that off for that many years. I enjoy doing TV, and I enjoy producing content. I own my own production company. I produce everything. I negotiate all the airtime with the network. So I do everything start to finish, stuff, and it's been good. It's been good. It's been fun. I enjoy everyone in the world how to fish better. I just really enjoy that. I really enjoy taking them on adventures and getting creative with what we do.
That's and again, we've enjoyed it for years. I think we got to do something, Scott, because I don't want your fans to miss any of this gold here, this juice you're giving.
Do you have a room that might have a better signal or anything like that?
Yeah, hang on.
Try the buds and let's see if that happens. That could fix it. Because it seems to be every time you move, but it could be that a signal issue too.
All right, how about now?
Wow, that's amazing.
It's good.
All right, let's start the whole show over again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Scott Martin to the
What's
show.
up, fellas?
Scott Martin is it? All right, so much better. Back to the Scott Martin Challenge. So give me an episode that stands out to you, man. There's got to be one that you think about when you think about the Scott Martin Challenge.
Well, yeah, there's two. There's two actually. One was where I did a Barbie pole challenge, and I had Jacob Wheeler and myself and Andy Montgomery and trying to think who else was on that. I can't think right now, but it was so funny because we literally were using the Barbie poles, and this was like the very first Barbie. Like people have done the Barbie challenge on YouTube since then. I was the first one to do the Barbie pole challenge, and we did it on TV. And
you invented that. He invented that.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious to see, like Andy Montgomery trying to literally flip a worm in a tree with a Barbie pole. Like he was straight up serious. Like this wasn't like, hey, let's go see if you can catch a few. Like, hey, we're gonna try to beat you, and you got to use this rod. It was so funny to watch his seriousness with it. And Jacob Wheeler caught a 4-pounder, and it's on that little tiny line.
Yeah.
And I'm laughing and messing with Jacob while we're trying to catch it, and he's freaking out, like, quit! I gotta get it! Oh my gosh! That was a really funny one. And then it was great.
You guys didn't change the line or anything? Just stock line from the store?
Yeah, stock line. Yeah, stock line.
Wow.
Yeah, it was good. It was crazy. And then the other really cool moment was when Hillary, let's show Hillary again. Hillary's right here watching.
Hey.
Hillary caught a 9-pound bass with me on TV. She caught it all by herself, sight fishing, on the Harris chain of lakes 2 years ago. And I shot an SMC TV show there. And she literally had to stand on top of the cooler in my boat, to see the fish. And she flipped it in the bushes. She kept working the bait. I watched the fish turn around. I watched the fish eat the bait. She watched it eat the bait. She set the hook and caught the fish, landed it, everything, 9-pounder. It was like she loves to fish, and that might have been like the defining moment for her at this point to like love fishing. You know what I mean?
And that's amazing on a Barbie pole that she managed to do that.
Yeah.
Hey, Scott, speaking of standing on the cooler, didn't your dad, wasn't he the first one to start bringing a step stool in the boat?
Yeah, he did
To
step
sight fish?
stools.
So that goes
He
full
did,
circle then.
He did, yeah, exactly. He did a raised elevated deck.
Yeah,
He did
on the
this-
Ranger,
yeah.
the flipping deck.
Yeah.
I remember.
So
Had those
yep.
little pegs on each side.
And then
to
they
go on
banned
the
it.
top.
Yeah.
It's the
Yep,
rolling rule.
That's right.
Hey, what's the most pissed off you've ever been on a Scott Martin Challenge episode?
Oh, man. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about that one.
Come on, there had to be a heated moment where it was just getting a little bit too much. The steam was coming out of your ears.
Boat dock owner? No?
Something.
Yeah, I got to think. I gotta think of that one.
I think you know it. You just won't say it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think here. I'll tell you one moment that I wasn't mad, but I was like, ugh. And I was, because every time I challenge my dad, every time, he beats me. He like literally beats me. If I publicly challenge him, he beats me every time. And I had him on my show, and I said, Dad, we're going to do a little big fish wins challenge. And they were spawning, and we were sight fishing. And I'd already caught like an 8.5-pounder, and I had him on the ropes. And I see this fish, and I was convinced it was only like a 7-pounder. And I let him catch it. And I'm sitting there looking at the fish in the water going, it's only a 7, but let him catch it. It's good for TV. And it was a 10-4.
Oh,
it was a 10-4.
See, I see now. I see the steam.
Yeah.
I remember this episode.
Yep, I see the steam.
10-4.
Yep.
And I was like, what? Yeah, it was crazy. And he's laughing, waited on the scale, wins the whole thing.
Of course.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Go ahead and catch it, Dad. It's
Yeah.
only a 7.
Yeah,
You see what I'm doing? This is all part of your therapy,
pretty
Scott.
big
You
fish.
see this, right?
that's right.
This is all part of the therapy. What'd she say?
She's like, I can't hear him. You should come over here and put this in your ear.
Oh,
You can hear 'em.
Well, if you give me the other one, it'd be easier. Here, give me the other one.
Give you this one.
Yeah.
All right. I can still hear you guys. Go ahead.
There you go. Awesome. Hey,
We're connected.
So now I think that we we need to move on and talk about this whole Scott Martin YouTube phenomenon. All right,
Yep.
because this is just amazing. All right, and I have compiled some numbers here that I want to preface with. Okay, because this is pretty crazy.
It's like the Truman Show.
All right, you ready for this, Hillary?
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Justin Bieber. How many subscribers do you think Justin Bieber has on YouTube, Hillary?
Ooh, I don't know.
46 million.
Wow.
46
Holy
million
cow.
subscribers. Do you
Yes.
know who the Kids Diana show is?
I don't.
It's
No.
it's the phenomenon of, you know how they have kids play with toys and other kids watch them?
Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah, that's the biggest one, right?
Dude, yeah. Well, actually, it's not as
Second.
big as Justin Bieber. 36 million subscribers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
On that. Then there's David Hasselhoff. Guess how many subscribers he has?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
12,000.
He's got more
12,000.
more in
Oh,
Europe.
No, yeah, in Europe he's got 65K in Germany. 65K YouTube Germany. All right, so here's what I really want to stress now, okay? FLW, 100,000 followers. BASS, 103,000 followers. MLF, 50,000 followers. Kevin Van Dam, 36,000 followers. Scott Martin, almost 500,000 followers. 500,000? What? Are you freaking kidding me? You are the biggest bass fishing media source in the galaxy, bro. That's insane.
I appreciate it. It's been a blessing. Like I said, it's been a huge blessing. I have such a great support of fans. It's been awesome, and it's crazy. It just started growing, and it just kept growing, and it's still growing. It's awesome.
And I mean no disrespect by this whatsoever, but it took me a little bit to catch on to your YouTube deal. Like, obviously,
Yeah.
I know your angling career and your
Right.
history and everything else, but I never really started watching the YouTube stuff until recently. And man, you got to cast the characters too, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
Look at Hillary laughing there. So let's both, now that we got you here, Hillary, let's run down a little bit about the cast of characters on your YouTube channel, and I would like you to maybe give us what their role is and something to describe them. You know, a good adjective to describe them. Or something.
Gotcha.
All right, or a trait or something. I'll tell you what I think about them, and then you can elaborate on it. Okay, so the first one, I think we really have to talk about Trash Talking James. Okay, that dude's amazing. Did you ever like, he beats you every time? He's like your dad. So
Yeah.
So you met him in like in a canal or something? Wasn't he swimming with alligators in a canal or something?
It was like Children of the Swamp. He came out of the woods. He
like
popped out of
Deliverance.
the woods. I was like, "Where did you just come from? Who are you?"
He emerged.
And he goes, "Are you like a pro or something?" And I'm like, "Yeah, kinda." He's like, "Will you take me fishing?" And I'm like, "Where did you come from for real? Like, is this set up? Who is this?" And I'm like, "All right, you get 1 hour, dude. 1 hour with me, and we're gonna fish hard." And he smashed me.
He impressed
Talking
you.
trash. Yeah.
He impressed you. That was all right. I mean, that's pretty good. So, hey, now, Hillary, I want to ask you about, Billy. How about Billy?
Billy
Billy get a bass.
Oh, okay. I think he's funny and he's good.
Okay, so what
He's
would you...
hilarious.
He's
he's
absolutely hilarious. What would you describe his role as?
He's a comedian. He's
Yeah.
a comedian. He's the goofy, edgy guy that you have no idea what's going to come out of his mouth or what character he might be in at that moment, because he has several characters.
Is that a
as you've well
personality
seen.
disorder, or is that just characters?
I think he might be getting a little therapy for it, maybe at times.
If they've seen his Snapchat filters, they would know what we're talking
Yeah.
about.
Okay. Total out there, huh? So, Hillary, I ask you now about Scott Martin, your dad.
Yeah.
What's his role on the Scott Martin video channel? And give me something to describe his personality, or give me an adjective to describe your dad.
Hilarious. I think he's funny. I think you're funny.
That's the best.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I love the most about my daughter, is she still laughs at everything I say. So I love that about her. It's very important.
That's
Hillary.
Yeah.
And he's obviously El Jefe too. That means the chief in Spanish.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
So you're El Jefe. Feel free to steal any of my material at any
I
time.
might get a shirt made. This one says donk, donk, donk. I might get a shirt that says El Jefe.
Yes. Hashtag El Jefe
That's right.
with a J. With a J. Hey, how about the old spinner worm? Scott?
Brandon.
Oh,
Yeah, how
yeah.
about Brandon? What's up with that dude? Like, he don't
So-
get up early. You know. Oh, and back to Billy. Why is he so sensitive about comments on the channels? Like, he gets all crybaby-ish about it.
I know it affects him. He's very sensitive. He's just all butthurt. I'm like, dude, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And so the crazy thing is that he gets up early. Billy kind of wakes everybody up. He plays music on his phone half the time, which you don't get to hear all that too much because we're gonna get like copyright infringements all the time.
Yeah.
So, but he's like running around the house playing Ariana Grande. Like, it just makes you mad. Yes. And he's singing and he's yelling and throwing pillows. and
Living La Vida Loca
Brandon-
in front of everybody.
Oh, yeah. And Brandon usually doesn't say anything until about 9 o'clock in the morning before he just makes noises and gives you looks.
Yeah, it seems like it
Until
takes a
about
while
He's
for his gears to
quiet,
turn.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But the best part about Brandon, he didn't know anything about fishing, freshwater fishing at all. Never had fished before until he started hanging out with me. And so everyone, I think that's what's great about the channel. is everyone has watched him evolve from literally not being able to cast a bait caster to now he can fish pretty good now. And but the best parts are when he doesn't know what things are called, and I never tell him. I never educate him on purpose. So when I hold up a lure and I'm like, Brandon, what color is this? And it's like red and yellow and green, and he goes, rainbow. Like he doesn't know. and so it's just hilarious to see his natural reactions and how he got the word spinner worm was there was a worm laying on the bottom of my boat, and he picked it up and stuck it on the back of a spinner bait, and we laughed about it on film. And he throws out there and catches his PB at the time, which was like a 6-pounder.
That's all right.
And like it was perfect. Yeah, so that it was like instantly that's his name, spinner worm.
Spinner worm.
Why is John Cox always smiling when he comes on your show?
That's a good question. He's just giggles and laughs.
He smile every time I talk to him. Every
always.
time I see him, it's just like I could say, hey, the sky is blue, and he'll be like, ha, ha, ha.
It's a pro bass fisherman. What's not?
If he got mad and started yelling, I would run.
Yeah,
I would run.
That's who you got to watch out for.
Probably one of those guys.
Yeah, you're
where
right.
Where he would snap.
Yeah, you got to watch out.
Yeah,
He's a
he'd
loose cannon,
snap.
Scott. Loose cannon.
It would like if you ever got him to the breaking point, it would be bad news.
Yeah,
for sure.
We can't trust him anymore.
Keep
around
him
your
on the
family.
watch list.
Yeah. We no more John Cox. Just Reddington. Just get Tom on.
A guy that happy's got to be mean, right?
Hey,
and Tom's our scientist. Tom's like Mr. Analytical. He knows everything. He's in charge of weather. He's the weatherman for the whole week. I don't even check I haven't checked the weather in like 4 or 5 years because I just ask Tom every day, what's the weather going to be tomorrow? What's the weather going to be during the tournament? Is there a cold front coming? What's it? And he's got it dialed in.
Hey, I got an idea. I got an idea, Scott. Here we go. Hey, Andy, give me the news. Give me the news music. You ready? And now it's time for Weather with Tom Reddington on the Scott Martin YouTube channel. Here you go. Back to you, Tom. Am I hired or what?
That's good.
Am I hired?
That's good.
Excellent.
We can do that. All we need is we need a report in the morning. We need a report in the evening. That's all we need. We don't need anything midday.
Yeah.
So if you can call us at like 5:30 every morning and about 7 o'clock every night with that would be great.
Hold on a second.
We'll get a green screen and show you the systems moving across the country too.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
Exactly. The whole continental
we've got a
United
cold
States
front coming.
Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Hey, Mom, remind me to call Scott Martin in the morning. Okay, cool. See, I do the show from my mom's attic, so. Hey, I want to compliment you on this about your YouTube channel and last about the YouTube channel. You have done an amazing job of learning from your forefathers how to be an incredible salesman. And I say that with utmost respect. You were surrounded by probably the best salesman ever in the bass fishing industry. That's Bill Dance.
Yeah.
Your father, Roland Martin, and let's put Jimmy Houston in there too, okay?
Right. Oh, yeah.
Hank Parker, too. I mean, it could go on and on, but man, see, there's certain ways to endorse products or promote products, right, Scott?
There is, and it reminds me of when Jimmy Houston was sponsored by the Chevrolet team, and he had the Chevrolet jersey on at the FLW events, and he got up and told the whole audience about his very first car, which was a Ford Mustang. And we're going, really? He's a heck of a salesman.
Camaro, Jimmy, Camaro.
Let's leave Jimmy out of the mix. Okay, just your dad and Bill Dance. I mean, and seriously, let's talk about this. Bill Dance may be the best salesman ever in bass fishing, and no disrespect to your dad, but those guys, I mean, come on, back in the day, my gosh, they could sell you a 500 pack of jelly worms for ice fishing.
You know, dance and eel.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you could sell him he could sell you a helicopter lure for crying out loud. You know what I mean? Amazing though, but I commend you on that. You're doing an amazing job of combining old school and new school bass fishing sales, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's for me, it's and that's why I love YouTube. It's just reality, and I just talk from the heart. If I like something, I talk about it, and if I don't, I don't. And my products, I've been very fortunate to have the same group of sponsors basically since day one. And when I started my career, I didn't call Dad up and say, "Hey, call Mercury for me. Hey, Dad, call Triton for me." I went and got Evinrude. I went and got Ranger. I did all my own things. I didn't want. No disrespect to my dad, I just didn't want to go down that road. I wanted to.
Sure.
I wanted to do it on my own.
Blaze your own trail.
Absolutely. So I've been with those sponsors forever, so it's easy for me to talk about them because I believe in them, and they've exactly the whole reason I'm sitting here today.
And speaking of sponsors and your dad, I want to share with you a little story about you. Did you ever hang out with Tom Mann as a kid? Like, did you have encounters?
A little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at this past Cup over there at Hamilton, I was sitting with Forrest Wood, and he told me a story about your father, Rayo Breckenridge, Bill Dance, and Tom Mann. And they were at Leroy Brown's funeral. Do you remember who Leroy Brown was?
Oh yeah, the singer. Yeah.
No, not the. You got me. You got
Leroy Brown.
That's bad.
That's Jim
I
Croce.
know him well.
That's bad, Leroy. That's bad, Leroy.
Bad.
He got me. But no, for real, Leroy Brown was Tom Mann's pet bass.
Yes. Okay. Yes. That's correct.
I'm going
Yes.
somewhere.
I remember this. I've seen. I know Leroy. I played with him before.
It really was. He was in a fish tank in Tom Mann's office. I think it was an 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pounder, like your dad would say. It was something like that. Okay. So Leroy unfortunately passed, and Forrest Wood told me the story, and it sounded like these were all the Ranger guys at the time getting together, and they were enjoying some adult ice cold Coca-Colas, if you know what I mean. And they attended Leroy's funeral, and as they went by, they all dropped jelly worms into the casket. That's
good.
To me, that's an amazing bass fishing historical moment right there.
That is
for
good.
a bass.
That is good.
It is. So earlier, I was having lunch with Forrest Wood. We were discussing things. This is a true story that I just made up right now. This part, okay. So I was having lunch with Forrest, and I was like, how could we make things more difficult for Scott Martin? How could we make things more difficult in fishing for Scott Martin? And we came up with this concept, and it's called 3 on deck, 1 on hand. Are you ready to play? It's time to play.
3 on deck. 3 on deck, 1 in hand.
3 on deck, 1 in hand with Scott Martin and Hillary Martin. Basically, the new rule is from now on, whenever you go fishing, Scott, you are only allowed to bring 4 rod and reel combos. That's it. 4 rod and reel combos and 4 baits.
Whole season.
Pick them.
Drop shot, spinning rod, 10-pound line, 10-pound fluorocarbon, 7-foot, 3-inch heavy action favorite fishing rod with a Shimano fishing reel, 17-pound P line with a 5/16 weight and a Trocar TK130 5/0 with a June bug, Bandito bug. Next thing is going to be a 7-foot, 11-inch casting rod with 10-pound line and a 3.3 Kotek in the Silver Rainbow.
Whoa.
And the last and most important rod is going to be my 7-11 extra heavy flipping stick with 65-pound braid and a 1.5-pound sinker with a Bandito bug and a little skirt for some little punching.
Holy
Is that
shit.
good enough?
He just blew my mind. Scott Martin, best ever. 3 on deck, 1 in hand.
Wow.
Holy.
You just ruined the game.
Yeah, I mean, you machined
The game
that.
is ruined.
You roboted. Are you a real human?
That's funny.
That is impressive.
That was
That's
insane.
Guy knows his gear.
Absolutely
I was doing
insane.
fast thinking, Dad.
Yeah, how about it, Hillary? Is that how he is when he yells at you?
Good
like
choices, too.
If he has like chores and tasks for you to do, does he just boom, Hillary?
Oh,
just-
yeah.
Is that how it is?
For sure, yeah.
Like,
I'm
give me
I'm 3 steps ahead all the time in my mind, just like in fishing. I'm always 3 casts ahead. I'm 3 steps ahead always, and when I get slowed down, I get all tripped out. Like, we gotta go.
I know.
It's terrible.
Me too. It's a curse and a blessing, Scott. My mind goes faster than I can possibly imagine it
Right.
to.
See, I thought you were just trying to go fast just to be flashy, but those were all good choices,
Yeah.
too.
No.
Yes.
He nailed it. He knew.
That was no BS.
We didn't plan this
Yeah.
either. That's what's amazing. That's what's amazing about it. Hey, I gotta ask you a serious question. There's rumors abounding, just like iguanas that are invasive in South Florida, about this MLF Bass Pro Tour merge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Nothing known to be fact, but it looks like things could happen. I want to ask you this, okay? If you have to choose, I mean, you might have a couple choices. It could be BASS, it could be BPT, or it could be just Scott Martin YouTube. I mean, let's face it, okay?
I'm going to start a new trail called the Scott Martin Challenge Tournament Trail, and I'm going to invite all my closest buddies, and we're just going to throw money in a hat, and we're going to have a good time.
No entry fees.
That's what we're going to do.
No entry fees.
No entry fees. Throw money. Yeah. Winner take all.
Ladies and gentlemen, the
Bring
world
it
of
to you,
bass
Scott
fishing.
Martin Challenge YouTube challenge.
We have just united the world of bass fishing with the Scott Martin Challenge Bass Fishing League,
That's right.
announced here
That's
for the
exactly
first time
what we're
ever.
going to do. That's
Announced
what
for
we're
the
going to do.
first-
But in all honesty, it is a little crazy. I think there's going to be some news hitting the airwaves in the next day or two in regards to what the future holds with partnerships and buyouts and all kind of things. I think there's going to be a merger of some sort with MLF and FLW. That's what I think. That's what the rumor is. Bassmasters are going to still be going along doing their thing. So, it's an exciting time, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Because when you have, and then hypothetically, obviously, because I don't know the true answers with this, but if hypothetically, if Major League Fishing and FLW merge or partner in some way, I think it's going to be good, because 3 tours is too many. And I think having Major League Fishing, FLW merging together, however you're going to do that, and the Bassmaster Tour out there is going to create a lot of opportunity for our sport and a lot of opportunity for a lot of different anglers that like different types of styles of fishing and all that. So I think it's a new chapter really in the sport of fishing. It's not a scary thing. It was scary last year because you had 3 choices. Everybody was like, do I try to go Major League Fishing? Do I stick with FLW? Do I try to do Bassmasters? 3 choices in the matter of like a week and a half was not easy. Now it's probably just going to be 1 or 2 choices, and that's, hey, we're just going to roll with it. The good thing is the sport's growing faster than it ever has. We've got more anglers than we've ever had, more young anglers, and more sponsored dollars coming into the sport. So, it's time to consolidate a little bit. It's time to take the sport to the next level.
Yeah, and
I agree, man.
honestly,
They don't make a 3-sided coin. You know?
That's right.
You made me feel a little better about that. I'll be honest with you because I'm a bass fishing freak, man. I'm a fan of the sport. I live and breathe bass fishing, and I don't like.
1 second. I have to unhook for 1 second.
You're fine. He's out of the
Because
pod.
my battery is dying.
Uh-oh.
My battery is dying.
Uh-oh. You got a plugger in her?
I saved it.
Nice. Save the feed.
Saved it. Can you hear me okay?
I can. Yeah. Absolutely. So let's just say, this time of bass fishing, I don't like the division that was happening with the sport, Scott.
Yeah.
We need
I don't like that either. It's I want everybody to get along. I want everybody to pull on the rope in the same direction. I've got a lot of friends on the Major League Fishing Tour, a lot of Bassmaster Tour, and we're all in different places now. And when I look at this sport, I enjoy it because it's fun to be on the road with your friends, and there's certain people that I've grown up with on these tournament trails that I'm not even fishing around anymore because they're not even on the same tournament trail. So that does stink a little bit. I remember back in the day, you could fish both trails if you wanted to, and it's becoming kind of impossible these days too.
Yeah, it's definitely impossible. There's no doubt about it. You can't plug your buds back in or no?
See where I'm at on my at 3%.
You got a plugger in her?
I got
Oh.
AirPods. They're in the house. Little white dots. I think they're in the kitchen maybe. No, you know what? They're actually on this table. This white table. there on that white table with the tackle. I'm gonna try to get my my AirPods.
They're under the pressure cleaner.
Yeah.
The broken pressure cleaner.
They're under the pressure cleaner. Hey, I want to ask you a little bit about some Lake Okeechobee history. Okay? A little bit about, let's say, the changing Lake Okeechobee. It's a different Lake Okeechobee than it was, let's say, in 2000 or 1990 even, or 1980.
Yeah, hang on. Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. Oh man, look at this.
It's like day and night. But
Look at this.
but now you're frozen.
How about now?
There you
There,
are.
there you are.
Now.
Scott
I'm
Martin.
not frozen now.
How you like those yapkas? All right.
Yeah.
So let's wait. Hold on. I want to go back a minute. You threw me off for a second with the whole earbud thing. But let's say that hypothetically, all right, that a decision has to come from Scott Martin, and you choose BASS. Let's say you choose BASS. Could you imagine? You've already blown the internet up, mind you, with the Scott Martin YouTube channel. Could you imagine if you came in and beat the 9 AOIs, the 19 wins? It would break the world of bass fishing. It would be amazing.
Yeah, it would be. That would be. You know, I'm not saying it's unachievable by any means, but let me say this: I am goal driven.
Absolutely, evidently.
And so, you know, that would be amazing. I don't know what the future holds for me. I don't know where. You know, I don't know what choices I'm going to have, to be honest with you. I just don't really know. I mean, I may know something in the next few days, but you know, I'm not anxious. I've been very blessed to have the TV show and YouTube and a great family and a great support. I've been doing this 20 years. So I don't feel like I have to get out there and prove to anybody that I have to go catch fish still.
Exactly.
But I still want to compete. I still want to win more titles. And I just don't know where that's going to be yet. It's just hard to say what is going to happen when we get the press release, because that's going to boil down to, you know, I don't do this. I don't fish tournaments. I don't know how to say this, and I don't want this to sound wrong. I don't fish tournaments based on what tournament trail pays a little bit more, or what tournament trail has a least amount of entry fees or no entry. Those aren't my deciding factors. My deciding factor is not where the biggest money paycheck is, or who might have an entry fee or not. It's about my goals, and it's about trying to accomplish what I want to accomplish and what drives me. Because if you don't have a drive in your heart, you're never going to win. And so, you know, I don't know where that takes me at this point. You know, I'm getting more excited every day about the Major League Fishing stuff, watching it on TV and the internet, and good friends with Jacob Wheeler, and he's been tearing it up.
Yeah, he catches them.
So I'd like to go over there and kind of slap him around a little bit. I think that could be a goal. That could be my goal right there.
Yeah, beat on Wheeler.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
I got you there. Feeling that vibe.
I would love to win a bass. Let me tell you, I would love to win a Bassmasters Classic for my dad.
Yeah.
My dad, that eluded him for his career, and we still have him here today. And so that's a dream of mine. So I've got a lot of decisions to make, you know, and again, I'm not basing them off of what payouts are the best or what entry fees may or may not be. I'm going to base it on what drives me.
Well said.
You know, and what opportunities. So
well said, Scott Martin.
I don't know how to. Yeah.
No, dude. Well said. Perfect. I mean, that's a great answer. I feel better now, actually, after talking to you. But please allow me to make your decision for you. Okay. So here it is. Just compete against Trash Talking James and your dad, and do YouTube and just hang out at home more. That's all.
That is a real option, my friend.
Yes.
I like it. We actually started a series on our YouTube channel. You got to go check it out. It was the very last video that posted, which is amazing. I did took a Make-A-Wish kid fishing,
the Make-A-Wish.
It was awesome. But right before that, the video before that is SMC Beatdown, where it's called SMC Beatdown. I started a new series, and it's where I fish against Jacob Wheeler
Yep.
and Andrew Upshaw versus myself and Andy Young. Then we did a 2-hour MLF style format, whack fest, and we did that. It was a good one. We've got another one that's going to air sometime this week, and so that's a little series that I've been doing. We actually put a little money on the line and everything. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, and there's your answer. You don't need any more. I mean, I know you're a competitor. Let's channel it in other places and start a cooking show.
I gotta beat James, man. Okay, that is the rematch. I am gonna do James again. If James is watching, don't worry, it's coming. I've been practicing James. Okay, I've been practicing the jerk crank, my friend.
Ooh.
I know that's a whole technique that he's got figured out.
Yep.
But I have figured out the proper technique for the jerk crank. And we're going to do a rematch with James. And we're going to do world premieres. We're going to have live cameras.
Cage
We're going to
matches.
have helicopters. It's going to be grandstands. I mean, it's going to be crazy.
No holds barred. Flat out wrestling match. Boom. Awesome. We're looking forward to it. Hey, there's a new show coming on Fox Network this fall, and it's called The Interrogation of Scott Martin. Have you heard about
Really?
it? Yeah. It's
No, I have not.
it's kind of
interrogate that guy.
that's okay.
You
yeah,
of
just
all
keep,
people
you
should
can
have heard
keep,
about
yeah,
it.
keep the camera on that Scott Martin for this. This will be
Yeah.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
perfect. Okay.
Yes.
So this is like a 70s cop show. You ready?
Yes.
It's me and
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Me and you are in this show together. It's time for the interrogation of Scott Martin on Straight Cast. The straight up stuff with Scott. No beating around the bush and no honey bumping.
Show sounds urban.
Yeah. I don't know what this is. Scott, can I see you again? I'm getting freaked out. There you are. Thank you. Okay. All right. So basically, this is just a version of 20 questions. We're going to ask you 10 questions and give us rapid fire answers. All fun and games. Everything is beautiful in this world of bass fishing. Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's do it. The interrogation of Scott Martin. All right. A food that you... That's outstanding.
Those handlebars.
A food... That's like a Raleigh finger mustache up close. Holy cow, that was outstanding. Scott, a food that you can never get enough of.
Sushi, my friend.
Sushi.
Sushi.
I'm with you, man.
Yes.
A bass term that sounds dirty, but it's not. A bass fishing term that sounds dirty, but it's not.
James rematch.
That's super dirty, bro.
That's
That's dirty. I mean,
actually
this is a
is
family
dirty.
show, dude. Family show. Hey, before you were married, who was your celebrity crush, Scott Martin?
Ah, man. I don't know.
Come on, dude. How old are you? Like 45, 46, 44?
Yeah, I can see her. The hair is all poofed out,
Okay, gotcha.
and it's got the gold tight little bathing suit thing, one piece.
Oh, Bo
with the hair,
Derek?
blonde hair blown out.
Yeah, keep talking, Scott. Keep
That's
talking.
Who it was.
Yeah,
It was her.
blonde hair,
I have, yes. blown out.
gold bathing
Big
suit,
blowout.
hair
Little bathing
blown
suit
out,
thing. Tight.
Brinkley? Brinkley?
Really tight.
tight,
Tight. Yes.
tight like a tiger.
Yes.
Yes.
Twilight like a twig?
And Wonder Woman. But
Yeah,
anyway,
her Wonder Woman,
that's
of
all
course.
it
The
is.
new
Okay.
Wonder
Yeah.
Woman. I watched
Yeah.
that show
Yeah.
17 times,
Yeah.
dude.
got
She's
powers.
amazing, whatever her name is. A song that you know all the words to and just can't help singing every time it comes on the radio.
Oh. Oh. Ah.
I don't know that one. Is
Bird
that emo? Is that the emo song?
No, it's I remember what was it? Bon Jovi, "Living on a Prayer."
Living on a
That was
Prayer.
a good one. Oh
There it
yeah,
is.
yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, that was like my first time I thought I was in a band when my friend had his little drum set and we had a couple guitars and we had Mad Dog 2020.
That's what I'm
and
talking
it
about.
didn't end so well. It didn't end so well with Mad Dog 2020.
It was a
So
great.
I may have not been old enough to have Mad Dog 2020 either.
I get you. Those crazy
Yes.
Clewiston nights. Oh boy,
Yes.
a little foggy that night. I get you. Hey, estimate the weight of the biggest bass you ever lost, Scott Martin.
15 pounds.
15 pounds. That is
15 pounds.
a regular slubberdigullion. That's giant. That's giant.
It's a choo-choo.
Okay. What does this question say, Ryan? I can't read my writing.
Does T-Y-U-R.
Oh, does it bother you that TV adds 10 pounds to your appearance?
What is this phone doing to my appearance right now? I mean, this thing, like, I'm looking at this. This is bad.
You spend some time in South Beach,
bad.
don't you, buddy? You're a South
Hold
Beach
on,
guy.
I gotta.
Yeah, blue steel,
Is that
bro.
better?
Blue steel.
Yeah.
Blue steel.
No, it's it's bad. No, it's I've actually started exercising a couple days ago, and I'm gonna yes. I downloaded apps today. I downloaded apps like online app coaches and nutrition plans and everything. I had grilled chicken fingers tonight.
There you go. Yeah,
grilled chicken.
that's
yes.
better. Well, because I heard your wife refer to you as Puffy, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't have to give up the fatty tuna though, do you?
No,
'Cause that fatty
sushi
tuna,
is fine.
that's-
All you can eat.
Because that stuff is
Incredible.
I actually enjoy working out, but I have not worked out in about 8 months. I used to work out with an NFL guy, and we would
Larry
work out all the
Zonka?
time,
Was it Zonka?
Yeah.
Bob Golick.
Nice. Hey, have you ever had a crazy encounter with an alligator?
Yes.
Like a dangerous
Yes, I
one?
have. I did one time when I was much younger and I was guiding on the lake, and there would always be alligators on the shore, and I'd always come off plane if I had a customer in the boat that I wanted to kind of mess with a little bit, and I would idle towards the alligator, and the alligator would always stand up and kind of run off in the water before the boat would get to the shore. And so I would stop and say, "Look at the big alligator," and they'd go, "Wow!" They have a camera out, and the one guy walked to the front of the boat to take pictures, and the boat's drifting towards the gator. I turn the motor off. It's drifting and drifting and drifting, and the gator doesn't move until we hit the shoreline, which is literally where he is, and he jumps across the bow of the boat, and the guy runs in the back of the boat, falling down, throws his camera in the lake. I mean, it was like it was so scary. He was scared to death. He ruined the whole day.
Hopefully you had good insurance at that time, too.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Replace the carpet.
The last question of the interrogation. Now, think about this very carefully because this will happen someday, okay? If you have to pick an actor to play the role of the made-for-TV Scott Martin special of your life, who will that actor be?
Hasselhoff.
Hasselhoff. Love it.
Good answer.
Again, Scott Martin up to the challenge and nails the interrogation room. Nailed the interrogation room. Amazing. All right, now I know we're short on time here, okay? And I want to leave you with where's Hillary at? Where's
She's
Hillary?
right here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let me get.
she's
Oh,
right
did I
here.
not bring my glasses up? I'm going to need glasses because this is a very important game, and Hillary can play this with. Oh, sorry, she was watching TV and stuff. Okay. Hold on 1 second here. Now,
Okay.
this is a reading from the sacred book of Roland Martin's 101 Bass Fishing Secrets, okay? Have you read this book cover to cover, Hillary?
I have not.
Scott, have you?
I haven't read it cover to cover, but I've read a lot of it. I
Okay.
like the pictures. The pictures are great.
I've read it cover to cover probably too many times. Now, here is
It is a great book.
It is an amazing book, probably my favorite book on bass fishing ever. True story. Hillary, this is an excerpt. I'm having trouble talking. Pammon. The N is
Yeah.
silent.
Yeah.
Excerpt. Okay, from your grandfather's book. And in it, it says, this book has been written in a hope that sound conservation practices will ensure good bassin' for Scott and his generation.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Think about it.
No, very cool.
Way
Very
back.
cool.
And then
Yeah.
Scott was just, knee-high to a grasshopper, Hillary. He was just a cute little Scott Martin. And he grew in and blossomed into the amazing sensation that we know today as Scott Martin. Yes! Yes!
It was so fun.
You know this is ridiculous when things like that happen. Okay, so now how we leave you is a little a bass fishing game show based on trivia from your father's and your grandfather's book. Are you up for this challenge, Scott Martin and Hillary Martin?
Sure.
Okay. You're challenging yourself, so you're going to win anyway, but it's all good. Okay. So I'm pulling excerpts here. I don't even know if that's the right word. I'm just making
excerpts.
How do you say it, Scott?
Excerpts.
It's excerpts.
Excerpts. Is
excerpts.
Is the silent? Yeah. Is the silent
You
of
gotta
the
hit
perp?
you gotta hit the
pronounce it.
Excerpts. Okay.
Yes.
So,
perfect.
in the chapter from your father's book on snaking the grass. Snaking the grass. Hey, can I have game show music? Ah, yes. Let's play the 101 Bass Fishing Secrets Martin edition.
It's the book report.
In the chapter Snaking the Grass, Scott and Hillary, your father names 3 lures to be most effective for snaking the grass. Name one of those 3 lures.
Johnson spoon.
Go, he nailed
Bam!
it. Nailed it right off the bat. That's how you do it. That's how you do it, Scott Martin. Proud of you, man. Proud of you.
Little silver medal.
In flipping, the flipping chapter, we all know, and your father made me aware of it, that D. Thomas invented the flipping technique. What was the name of the technique that D. Thomas based the flipping technique on? There's 2 answers, 2 possible answers.
What was the technique? Noodling.
Close.
It's not noodling. It's
a synonym.
jigger pole.
Jigger pole. We'll take jigger
pole.
pole or doodle socking.
Doodle.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, that's
yeah,
it.
That's what I meant.
So flipping, from now on, when you're on an episode, Hillary, with your dad, and you're going to go do some flipping in some grass, say, hey, let's go do some doodle socking, Dad. All right? And you put that big 1.5 on, boom, doodle
I'm
socking.
going to do a video on doodle socking, and everyone's going to watch it, and then it's just going to be a video on flipping. And they're going to be like, what the heck just happened? And they're going to say clickbait, and I'm going to go, no, that's not clickbait.
Yep.
Because that's what it's called.
Yeah,
Yeah, just don't ever explain it.
You don't
The
need
whole
to.
show.
Like we had
Right.
Edwin Evers on last show, and I know his name is Edwin Evers, but we've heard so many announcers over the years say Evers, and I intentionally announced his name wrong, but he didn't get it. He didn't get it for some reason.
He didn't get the joke.
He didn't get the joke. But anyway, back to the Scott Martin show. Hey, so in the spawning chapter, your father names his 3 most effective live baits for catching bass off the beds. Name one of those 3 baits. Live
Bull
baits.
minnow.
The bullhead minnow.
Wow.
You did read this book. More than the pictures. I know you read more than the pictures, Scotty. Cut it out.
I used to go out on Okeechobee when I was like 13 in this little, tiny little John boat and catch bull minnows in a cat's net. They were very hard to catch, and I would catch a couple dozen bull minnows, and the guides and my dad would take those. Anytime you had a bull minnow, it was game over.
That's what he said in the book. They hit it every time.
Yep. No, they're just like big fat-headed minnows.
Little fat hits.
Yeah, I've had
Yeah.
some of those.
Little fat hits. All right, here's the final question. This is for all the marbles, okay? You get the Stray Cast temporary tattoo, and I'm going to give Hillary a Stray Cast sticker. If you guys win all this, it's for all the marbles. You ready? Now I need 3 answers because there's 9 possible. In the chapter on bass behavior, your father says bass strike for 9 reasons. 9 behavioral reasons. Name 3 of those reasons, Scott or Hillary Martin.
Hunger.
1.
Sight.
Sight of
Okay, no, I don't know about that one. They don't. That's not a behavior.
What about-
Sight.
Okay, behavior. All right. So, hunger, territorial.
So hunger is feed, and territorial is correct, Scott. There's one more answer I need from you for all the marbles.
Spawning.
That is going to be protective nature. Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Martin has stepped up to the challenge once again, thanks to his daughter Hillary Googling the answers. when she was off camera. You cheated. We saw you. Scott, Hillary.
She wanted that sticker.
She sure did. You guys win the stickers. Congratulations. We're going to send that to Clouston, some post office box. You got to find it. It'll be at the marina. It'll be at the marina under your name. All right. Hey, anything you want to say before we get out of here, man?
No, appreciate it, guys. We're gonna have some other cool videos dropping on the channel here real soon, and I just appreciate all the support. So if anybody wants to follow us along, follow us on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook as well. And then we're going to be new season of the Scott Martin Challenge on Discovery Channel will be airing in January. So we've got some new stuff coming down the pipe with that, and yeah, so it's all good.
And then
and Hillary's got a channel. Hillary's got a channel now. The real Hillary Sue Reel, like fishing reel.
Oh, I get it.
Hillary Sue YouTube channel. She's up to about 9,000. She's up to about 9,000 subscribers right now, and she's doing well.
Better than Hasselhoff. Better than Hasselhoff. There's no doubt about it. Scott, before you go, I got to ask one more question. And I'm sure you got the contract agreement that we said over that every other episode of your Scott Martin YouTube video, you have to mention Pat Renwick and Stray Cass in it. You know that, right?
Yes, yeah, I did read that fine print. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You got, and then you also have to say.
It was written in Portuguese.
It was in Portuguese, yes. The instruction manual was in Portuguese.
Yes.
But you also have to say the best bass fishing talk show with the title Stray Cass in it is Stray Cass. That's on every other episode. Simple enough.
You got it.
Easy. See how we do this? Hey, Scott, seriously, thank you so much for the insight on your life, for helping us celebrate your career and having a great time, because we did.
All right.
We did.
Thank you. Good times. Good times. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Scott Martin and Hillary Martin. Give it up one more time for them right there. Boom.
All right. See you, man.
Peace. Take care.
Thanks,
Catch
guys.
some fish. Get that honeydew list done. Boom. Boom. Scott Martin was fun, dude.
Yeah, man.
That was great.
High energy.
It was high energy.
High energy.
It was day and night compared to night and day.
It was.
What do you guys want to do now? You guys want to play catch? Hacky sack. Let's play hacky sack. Danny, college Danny,
I don't do that anymore.
throw me the hacky sack. You want to give away stuff? What do you think?
Yep.
What do you want to give away?
Let's give something away.
Let's give away this TH Marine supplies
TH
code.
Marine. And
Something from the Marine.
yeah, all from the Marine Group.
Yeah.
All you had to do was like and share the live Facebook feed.
That's
if you,
it.
If you didn't, you're a dum-dum. Plain and
Dumb.
simple, because we're going to give away $50 worth of line and lure. Or not, why did I say line and lure? TH Marine.
TH Marine,
Jesus
yeah.
criminy, Pat, go home. Oh, I
Are you
am
playing
home.
mind
Wait,
tricks?
I am home. Hold on a second. I'm thinking, but
TH
nothing.
Marine.
I'm thinking, but nothing's happening.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at.
You saw my shirt. I threw you off.
It did. I saw line and lure pro staff.
Yeah.
You're a pro staffer?
I'm a pro staffer.
Damn.
I'm a staffer, bro.
It says staff
I got a vest at home to prove it.
on his shirt. So let's
It's-
give away some
it's
TH
tacky.
Marine. Here.
Oh, there's that music.
Your Royal Highness.
I love that music.
He loves that music, yeah.
Cha.
Tonight's winner, Chris
Zaldane.
Sumerel. I hope I said your name right.
Summerall?
Chris Sumerel.
The M's are silent. It's
think it's-
Chris.
I think it's
Chris
Summerall.
Sorrell. It is Chris Sorrell.
I don't know, dude. I went to his page and it says pronounced.
Spell his last
Oh,
name.
yeah, but mine says, something
it-
wrong.
What does
Dude,
mine say?
I would say Summerall.
Sweet.
Dude.
Dude.
Anyway,
Summerall.
Chris, you won.
You won.
Please.
The $50 TH Marine redemption code. Boom. What do they do, JP?
Please hit up the Straycast Facebook page.
Instant message. Private
Slide
message.
into the
Private
DMs.
message. Just
Direct
slide
message.
into the DMs.
Slide on into those.
all up in
DMs.
that.
All up in those.
And
DMs.
we'll hook you. We're gonna send you a code. So we're not
Yeah.
sending anything. We're gonna give you a code.
Yeah, it's
you
code-
Do your own shopping.
Yeah, and then go order something awesome.
THMarineSupplies.com. Put in the
Yeah.
redemption code. You get $50 worth of stuff. Like, I would buy right now, if I had $50 to spend at TH Marine, I think I would buy, like, they got those new hoodies. But even though it's almost into the winter.
It's the wrong answer.
area, no, it's the right answer for me. It's perfect for you, but right for me. So I would get one of those little fluffity. Andy, are you getting antsy?
The Fluffities?
Your Andy's going to St. Clair. The fluffity sweaters.
You'd get
They're
a
not
fluffity
fluffities.
sweater.
They're thin.
They're really nice.
Yeah.
Nice fabric. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know
so-
what you're talking. They look like a
Well,
graph.
I would get.
Yes.
Like a
I would get the
contour mat,
gloves.
yeah.
Yes.
Get those gloves, and a conversation call kit.
Conversation kills.
Get both of those.
Conversation kills.
Don't get it. Get a hoodie too.
It has come time
Get the
Those
G-force
gloves are
cable.
high in
where we
demand.
must shake the false dreams from our
G-force.
heads. Slide on up into thmarinesupplies.com.
Are we getting psychedelic, man?
Buy that new hoodie, the one JP's talking about.
I feel weird, man.
It looks like a graph.
It does.
This is my sister's pee. It's really gonna mess with him.
And she's pregnant.
She's
man.
pregnant, man. Hey, it's been an amazing show. Thank you so much to Scott Martin and Hillary Martin and the entire Martin camp. I learned a lot about Scott Martin, and I'm not going to kid you. And I thought I knew everything about him.
No.
Yeah, I even knew the last 4 of his Soch. I did. I do a
That's-
lot of research before this show. But I learned a lot about Scott Martin. Thank you so much, Scott Martin.
I
Thank you.
I don't think 3 rods on deck, 1 in hand is going to be beaten.
I don't know if I could ever do that game
Yeah, I
again.
don't think we should ever do
I
it.
can never do it again.
I don't know. That's
Done.
a fan favorite.
I know, but Scott ruined it. Sorry.
He did.
It did.
The bar
Thank
is
you,
too high.
thmarinesupplies.com, for the gift tonight. Also, thank you to all our fine sponsors that make this show possible. And most importantly, thank you to all of you who viewed and tuned in tonight, because without you, we're nothing. This is just us in my mom's attic.
Without nothing, we're
Without
you.
anybody
What?
anywhere except them. And you. And you. Farewell, Bass Galaxy. We'll return next time, because tomorrow I enter the town of my birth. I will see you then, or I will see you on another time. Peace.